Save Our Children, Sunday morning. With us today is Lynn Shaw. LynnsWarriors.org raises the questions of how do we do a better job in saving our children. Lynn Shaw, tell us what you have in mind today.
Good morning, John. You know what? Health and Human Services, our government, they must do more to protect our kids online because we speak about this every week on the Cats Roundtable. Our kids are growing up in a world like anything else that you experienced, I experienced, all of us experienced. These phones and social media and now AI, the artificial intelligence, the gaming platforms and messaging apps have created a lot of opportunities, right, for kids. But at the same time, they've created these opportunities for the predators. And it's opened the door to online enticement and this sextortion, exploitation, addictive design. And John, how many more times, why do we have to keep speaking about this? So today, the question really is, I propose to you, and everybody listening, is our government doing enough to protect America's children online? What do you think, John?
I think they could do a much better job, but it's a different lobbyist groups. And who are these lobbyist groups that don't want to protect our children? You tell us.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, which is why I want Health and Human Services, HHS, that's Secretary, Bobby Kennedy. John, I am sorry, with all due respect, the man has to stop doing pull-ups and push-ups and posting shirtless pictures, and he's catching snakes on somebody's, patio, and they're posting this online. He's got to address helping our children. This is a position we need to take. This is a national crisis. We need to take action. We need Secretary Kennedy to go to our president and do an executive order. We can no longer wait. So I'll tell you who's not acting right now and who these lobbyists are. Every big tech company. We talk about Meta a lot, which is Mark Zuckerberg, and that's Snapchat. That is Instagram, and that is Facebook. But we also have Snapchat and TikTok. All of them have lobbyists employed on Capitol Hill. Now, if you read about this, it'll say, one lobbyist per 6 members of Congress. I've been told it's one lobbyist per every 4 members spreading their propaganda around about how great big tech is, that kids need it. We've seen the harms caused and parents ripped apart and all these things happening. But there's a lot of money. And I say this all the time, and it's so crass, but money talks and crime walks. So now we need to think. I'm thinking all the time, John, what do we do next? What's going to make the difference? The only thing I came up with in the last few days is Secretary Kennedy has to call this a national crisis. He has to put out some reports about this. We have DOJ with reports. We've got everybody, but nobody's all working together to get it to the president. I'm trying as hard as I can try with the Warriors. John, somebody has to take action here. And that being said, don't you think that's a good idea? We put this into Health and Human Services. John, they're supposed to support families and Americans, right? Somebody has to do something.
Our children are very important to almost every American family, so we want the right thing done. You talk about lobbyists, maybe 70% or 60% or 80% of the lobbyists, want to do the wrong thing, but some of them are doing the right thing too.
I would have to almost disagree with that, John, because right now the power and money in Washington is with big tech. They are kind of running everything. Not only do they appeal to our senators, our Congress people, legislative staffs, they are spread all over the place with their money, okay? And remember, when people leave Congress, they want to work. It used to be they traditionally wanted to be on boards of banks and financial institutions and things like that, but now they want to be part of, the AI and the data centers and the big tech money. So I'm going to say, as far as big tech, I'm going to say almost 100% of them. I don't want to say 100% because we never know, but their message is wrong. It is one that disempowers our kids. It empowers our families. It empowers Americans. And, John, we have 30 years now of knowledge. Now we have studies. Now we have stats. It is more harmful than good. So, look, we're pro-innovation, pro-technology at the Warriors, as are many other groups, but we want some guardrails. We want some protections. And if that means, Secretary Kennedy now has to step up to the plate, he's working on red food dyes and all these other things. We've got to work on our people, John. We've got to work on our kids and sound the alarm and protect childhood, protect our American future.
Understood. Well, Lynn Shaw, thank you so much, and I think you're doing God's work, and We support you 110%, and let's catch up again real soon.
Thank you, John. Take care, and we'll speak again soon.